Hello guys, hello. What if I talked like that the whole video? I'm already losing subscribers, stop. So I already filmed this video. Let me reverse back. Forced positivity on YouTube has been kind of a hot button this week. PewDiePie made a video, Felix, who's a YouTuber I watch just about every single day.
Let's just get this out there to make it less awkward, okay? I struggle with happiness. I think we all do. And I don't think a lot of people talk about it because...
But the idea hadn't been fully formed in my head. And then like a day or two later, Casey Neistat also made a video response to this.
As a former, now retired daily vlogger, and someone who gets like emails and tweets every day from people saying, I appreciate your positivity, I thought I should chime in on this.
Someone who, when he was daily vlogging, I watched every day, and now I watch every time he puts a video up. And I thought, I definitely have to make a response to this. And I filmed one. And then the next day, before I finished editing the one I filmed, Philip DeFranco, which is another big YouTuber that I watch every single day, posted a video response.
Here's what I'll say, when it comes to daily vloggers, oh yes, a lot of those very happy people, incredibly depressed, incredibly sad people. And that's because the highs and lows are so intense.
And then I was like, I have to re-record this, because my 3 favorite, most watched YouTubers all made this video, and I wanted to commentate on all of it. So forced positivity on YouTube. What this is right now is a forced positivity. I am trying to be more excited than I normally would be. They all made a lot of good points. One is forced positivity on YouTube is fake. It's not real. It's definitely a bit of an annoying situation. There are some YouTubers that are genuinely positive. Some that I can name. One I love watching all the time, Megan Batoon. Mostly because I feel like me and her have very similar personalities. We're both very bubbly and like, woo! Without being fake, because like...
Are you kidding me? Happy New Year. There's no way this couldn't be a Happy New Year. That's my postcard. Wish you were here. How mean are postcards? Postcards are just bragging.
I think Megan Batoon is a crazy hilarious person. Also a very positive, upbeat person. Much like myself most of the time. But I don't at all think that's fake. She's a very genuine, in my eyes, person. But there are other YouTubers, and I won't put examples out for this side of the argument, that are fake and you can watch their videos and you're just like, I can tell they're putting on a show. Now I sort of disagree with Felix and sort of agree with Phil in that it's not always a bad thing, because we are, not me, but, and not every YouTuber, but this is a spectrum of entertainment. What we are doing is putting on a show, putting on entertainment. Now you would argue that vlogs are typically more genuine lifestyle videos, but that doesn't change the fact that we are still in some ways entertainers and are here to entertain. So I don't necessarily think it's bad to, I'm gonna air quote fake positivity, mostly because it's not necessarily that you're faking it, it's that you're playing a character, I would say, to entertain, and there is a lot of value in that. I don't think I fake positivity. At least not in the same way that they brought up in the videos. Meaning that yes, I'm a little hyperactive sometimes, a little crazy, sometimes a little nuts. Most of the time that's either a combination of the ADHD or the caffeine I'm drinking. It's not me putting on a show, it's me just actually being hyperactive. Now when I say I fake a little bit, or I don't fake in the way that they said, being too hyperactive. And this isn't even a conscious thing, but I fake positivity in that I don't typically pick up my camera when I'm not in a positive mood. So it's not like when I hit record, I suddenly turn it on. It's just when it's on, I'm like, oh, let me pull the camera out. So I'm not faking my energy levels. I'm just unconsciously picking up the camera more often when I'm having those positive moments. So you could still say that in some ways faking. Not intentionally. And definitely not maliciously. But as those of you who are subscribed to my channel know, I also have a lot of videos where I'm either in a bad mood or having a bad day, or I just want to open dialect with you guys. And obviously the other guys did mention the whole mental health issues, depression. I've made videos on mental health issues, I've made videos on depression, and they are definitely in a different category. But I will say not talking about those things, I still feel that I particularly disagree with Casey's point where he said people don't want to see, well, this is what he said.
And I chose that approach because I think, much like a lot of you, I enjoy videos that make me feel good versus ones that are overwhelmingly depressing. No one wants to watch a video of someone groveling about how lame their life is.
Now, I know what he meant by that, and that's more like if I'm just sitting here crying the whole video, you're not going to want to watch that. Especially if it's every video. I get that. I get that's what he meant. But I want to disagree in the fact that, yes, we are entertainers, but YouTube is a unique platform where this huge community is built on togetherness, understanding, caring about one another, being weird more than anything else, not fitting into everyday life, being an obscure puzzle piece. Thousands of other metaphors, pick one. So I think as much as most YouTubers, and even me a lot, will make a video or make something with the mentality that this is going to make somebody laugh and smile today, or just feel good and smile today. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a great thing to do. But I've noticed through the last year of my YouTube that there is an underserved market in this platform, or an underserved feeling on this platform. Everybody wants to make these big, awesome shows that I have a great life. And again, not that they're doing it specifically to be fake, but they could be like me where they just pick up the camera when they're doing the really awesome stuff. But they push towards showing you the really awesome stuff because they're like, they want to see when I'm having my highs, they don't want to see me when I'm having my lows, as most creators would think. But I've noticed over the last year that when I pick up the camera when I'm having my lows, that is when I get the most intimate connection with you guys. I've had astronomically way more feedback, emails, tweets, Instagram messages. Who messages on Instagram? I don't know, but I get a lot of messages on Instagram about my sadder videos, or videos where I sit here and I open up to you about an issue that I'm going through. And again, I know this is in a different bucket, as I said earlier, but tons of video responses about like the depression stuff. And then when I think back to Casey, Phil, and Felix, I love almost all the content they put out. All three of them are awesome. I look up to all of them. They're great content creators. But I do remember any time that they put up a video where they're just in a rut or they're having an issue that they're going through. I don't want to pull up any specific examples, but those were the videos where I felt the most connected to that creator. I felt the most realism. And it's great, and I'm bad at articulating, so I hope this doesn't come through in any other way than positive. But as much as I love seeing Casey as an example, flying a helicopter to above the Hollywood sign and speedboating through, was it Amsterdam? That was not one of those cities, in the rivers, or hanging out in Australia. I love seeing that, but then when I see him come home and he's in his office and he's like, wait, you know what guys, I need to talk to you about something that's important to me this week. And he goes over like something that is a more deep, serious issue that either he's having or he's seen somebody go through. It makes me think, yeah, no matter how high or how great his life can get, he's still just like me. He still has these same issues that he goes through. And it's that normalcy that I think is a big opportunity point for YouTube. And it's something that I've noticed in the last couple of months heavily, and I've started to shift, as some of you may have noticed, my focus on that. I don't make videos anymore with the mentality that I want to make people smile. That sounds stupid, right? I now have shifted my focus to making videos that show other people that watch them that you can have the highs, you can have the lows. You can have the crazy, you can have the mundane. The point is, at the end of each video, you feel more normal in your own skin. The only thing faking happiness does is polarize your audience. Again, malicious faking. Inadvertent faking, like only picking up the camera when you're in a good mood. Won't necessarily polarize your audience, but it definitely doesn't help connect you on a deeper, more authentic level. So I want to thank Felix for bringing this up, because it is important. What, do you think this is a fucking game? Sorry, had to to do that one time. Had to do it once. Because I do notice the people that like exceed the fakeness. They're just oozing fakeness. And I don't like watching those videos. And I'm not gonna call anybody out. I see it, I feel it, and I know what it's like. But I also get the argument where, you know, sometimes you just need to make people smile. Nothing wrong with it. It could or could not be damaging. I'm not really a psychologist, or even good at dictating words. I hear what all three of them say, and I agree and disagree with different points. I want to double and triple down to you guys that in the rest of 2017, my main focus is going to be shifting as heavily as it can, not to making you smile, but making you feel normal. Through not faking positivity, even if that just means picking up the camera only when I'm feeling positive, that in my mind is still faking. I'm going to be picking up the camera anytime that I feel I want to record, whether it's good, bad. I hope you guys enjoy the ride. I hope this isn't a bad decision and it just turns into a depressing channel. Who knows, I'm not a scientist or a feature person. Anyways, it doesn't have to make sense, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Also, yes, I did have to record this twice. I recorded the whole thing, and like right as I hit end recording on my camera, Philly D's notification came through that he uploaded a video response, and I was like, God damn it! I gotta record another one because I love Felix, I love Casey, and I love Phil, but I feel like Phil, out of all three of them, respects video responses the most, so I had to. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Bye.